Models are said to be the face of fashion, the standard of beauty, and may be the nearest definition, if not the definition of the word perfect. Being a model is like every girl's dream, wishing to be on popular magazines, fame, and every glamorous thing that comes with it. But what really goes on in the modeling world? Apart from being given a role to promote, display, or advertise commercial products, or to serve as visual aid for people who are creating works of art, or to pose for photography. In case you aren't aware, I just defined what modeling is. It appears that models are predominantly females. Ever thought to know why? At this timeline, you know more about that. Just joking, but there's something really important over there. But the answer is quite simple. Why most models are females? Women spend more and require more versatility, so the industry gives it to them. There are ugly sides to this beautiful profession. Sounds like poetry. And as a revealing channel, I'm here to expose them, or maybe not expose, but shed some light on them. First, let's go back to 1853, when modeling was established as a profession. Charles Frederick Watt, the father of haute couture, asked his wife, Marie Evenet Watt, to model the clothes he designed. So basically, he established modeling. My next statement may sound like me throwing modeling in the mud, but frankly speaking, modeling isn't really what you think it is, or what some people think.
I think there's a misconception where people think that modeling is just about looking beautiful or having a certain look that people like, but that's not the reality of things.
I would hear comments like, oh, you models, you guys have it so easy. All you have to do is stand there and look pretty. No, it's really not.
Crazy stuff goes on in this industry.
Behind those expensive clothes, photoshopped images that take away any form of imperfection, dinner invitations, everything paid for, granted access to VIP rooms, mingling with celebrities, and much more. It's surprising, but you need to know that the life of a supermodel sounds glamorous, but many have lived it, and it made them severely depressed, and for some, it ended their life. Does the name Chesley Chris ring a bell? Former Miss USA who died after jumping from a building in Manhattan. She didn't jump from a building by mistake, but it was suicide. Chesley Chris was suffering from high-functioning depression, but it is from everyone, even a confidant who happens to be a mom. But what do you think could make a supermodel, one who was crowned Miss USA, get depressed to the extent of taking a life? You'll see the picture much clearer as we proceed. Female editorial models are usually 5 feet 9 inches tall and very slim, but with measurements that are usually around 33 inches around the bust, 23 inches around the waist, and 33 inches around the hips. Inclusively, models can be older, but agencies and clients tend to like their models looking younger and more youthful. So basically, if you don't fit into any of those requirements, you have to lose some inches around your bust, waist, and hips. You have to look like what they want you to look like and not what you want or feel good looking like. If you then decide not to yield, you'd have to leave. Models also have to eat less. Having profuse amounts of water helps them feel less hungry and stay full for a longer time. This is also responsible for effective weight loss. Models don't get castings or even jobs if they don't lose enough weight to meet the standards of the agency or designer they want to work with. Such torture. So models have to be slim, tall, and also when showing off their newest fashions, the designers want their outfits to look as beautiful as possible. And if you ask me, I'll say perfect. But in order for that to happen, the clothes need to drape and flow, and this happens naturally when they are placed on a tall, skinny frame. So models also have to be skinny. That's a major requirement. As a model, you're given two options, yes or no, but it's a no to go for the no option, because being difficult equally means not getting booked, and not getting booked means no paycheck, no castings, no jobs, no income. You basically have to be what they want and what they want you to wear.
I remember walking into the room full of people, and the designer gave me this bodysuit to put on. There was no changing room. She made me just get naked, and she took one look at my body and kind of snickered and laughed, said that's not gonna work, and then walked out of the room, left me there naked to put back on my clothes in a room full of people.
Sometimes models even think they have gotten the opportunity to take their career to the next level, but things go the wrong way.
Earlier this month, got the opportunity to cast for this job that I've wanted for my whole career. And they tell you a month ahead of time so you can get ready for it. And the entire month was like torture for me.
Did you get the job?
No.
And these agencies don't care about how you feel if you're depressed or going through a challenge. They only care about you doing what they want you to do, being commanded to do things just for a photo shoot to work. A model had to leave a photo shoot because she was made fun of because of her shape by the photographer who was in charge of the photo shoot. Instead of a booker to ask if anything was wrong, the booker simply suggested maybe it's time she tried another market. Like, it's crazy, you're only useful as long as you work. The job a model is hired to do is feign marketable happiness, plastered with a smile, stimulate happiness for a 60-second casting. Spoiler alert, models aren't provided health insurance, so if anything's wrong, they basically have to be happy on cue, saving their sadness for solitude. Such pain these beautiful personalities have to go through, all in the name of a profession. Can't even develop long-lasting client relationship, which leads to less work and chronic financial struggles. Neither can they develop proper relationship with their loved ones. Models hate their jobs because they will never be good enough. They have to look like a skeleton, eat unhealthy just to fit into their agency or designers' enacting standards.
I just had a casting, and my feelings were hurt by the producer and the casting director.
People want models to always appear perfect, since that's what the agency they work for wants them to be. But they also have lives to live. They have no privacy. Everyone wants to know what's going on in their lives. But can they tell you everything? No, they can't. They may look glamorous but also have severe issues they're going through, knowing fully well that they are only relevant as long as they work, look like the requirements, and are young and youthful. They are humane, they have feelings, they can be sad sometimes. So the world should never want them to always be perfect. Many girls have decided not to go into modeling because of the media's representation. They see the bodily characteristics supermodels have, but they don't, and that alone discourages them from pursuing a career there. Media presents gender, age, ethnicity, national and regional identity, and much more. The media wants you to be this and that. Then you realize that you don't fit into any of them. And what happens at this point is that you start pursuing to be who you're not. Modeling has enabled depression for many models. It keeps them largely separated from those who care about them. It makes them feel worthless, hopeless, lonely, and helpless because it tells them that they are not good enough and they have to always look okay even when they are not. Going on and off meds, trying to fight depression. In 2017, a model was walking on the runway when this happened. The entire family was there. That walk was meant to be perfect, but that fall ruined it. She would most likely be queried by her agency. And take a look at how she felt afterwards. The mental health of models gets seriously affected because of the torturing experience they have to go through to appear perfect.
The fashion industry has impacted your mental health?
I do.
But models want the world to know what beauty truly is, because it's not what the society or an agency sees it as.
Beauty for me is it's internal. It's what you emit to the world subconsciously and non-verbally.
A beleza para mim significa o que tá dentro da gente.
They are sick and tired of going through the standards that leaves them depressed, sick, emotionally drained, and feel less of themselves. Simulating happiness for a 60-second casting doesn't mean they're better, because physical beauty is nothing if the beholder's mental and physical health, most importantly, isn't considered. Subscribe today for more revealing content. Check out 10 shocking facts you need to know about America's Got Talent and real-life superheroes Marvel needs to hire. Thanks for being here. I'll see you in another video. Bye for now.